Hello, I'm Dr. Brent Hulsebus, chiropractor, and I'm coming at you today with another edition of Ask the Chiropractor. Ask the Chiropractor is our podcast where we go on to answer questions that are commonly asked to a chiropractor by a potential patient or an existing patient. Often you'll see a segment about chiropractic on the local news or some other type of media, and after they finish the segment, they will tell you before you go to the chiropractor, make sure you check with your family physician first. And I'm the first to tell you that your family physician does not study chiropractic or understand chiropractic. If you have a question about chiropractic, I always recommend you ask the chiropractor, and that's what we're here today doing. So I come on here whenever a patient asks me a question, I write it down, and every week we do Ask the Chiropractor. Now this is a question to this week that we get asked a lot on the telephone. The question we get asked a lot on the telephone is, before I come in, does the chiropractor have to take x-rays? Or will the chiropractor be taking x-rays on my spine? Or maybe, why does a chiropractor take x-rays on my spine? Well, let me answer that for you real easy. Number one reason your chiropractor takes x-rays of your spine, bar none, is patient safety. Or is it safe for us to go ahead and give you chiropractic care? Well, I'm the team chiropractor for the Rockford Ice Hogs, the hockey team. And every year we x-ray the players. And every once in a while, almost 2 or 3 players each year, we find an indication on their spine that we need to adjust them differently. Now these are professional hockey players, very strong young athletes. You wouldn't think that you would have to worry too much about whether or not they can handle a chiropractic adjustment because they're out on the ice getting hit and skating full speed and doing what professional hockey players do. However, when we x-ray them, every once in a while we'll find an issue or situation where we need to change the typical care that we would normally give to accommodate their spine. Now let me give you an example of one of these situations. There's a condition in chiropractic called spondylolisthesis. Spondylolisthesis is when the vertebrae itself goes forward. So if you look at the spine from the side, you would notice it slid forward. Now, there is no test, orthopedic test or chiropractic exam that you can do prior to determine if a patient has that. Now, if I was to lay you down on the table and I did not take x-rays, and you had this condition where the vertebrae slips forward, and I applied a pressure on it from the back, driving it forward, I would severely aggravate your condition and I could make you much worse. That is a great reason alone to take an x-ray of somebody. We find this in people all the time. We even find these on people with no complaints in that area. They say that my lower back doesn't bother me. What do you mean I have this thing in my lower back? So there's no way for us to know it's there until we take an x-ray. Also, on our x-rays over the years, we have found different things too that are not even chiropractic related, that we've had to refer them out to maybe an oncologist or other type of specialty healthcare provider because we found something in their x-ray that is very dangerous to their health. So as a chiropractor, the number one reason we take your x-ray is for your safety, to make sure it's okay to go ahead and proceed with the chiropractic care. That's by far the number one reason. Number two is we look to see if there's any arthritis or the overall health of the spine. If we find some degenerative arthritis, we'll see bony spurs growing out on the side of the vertebrae. Now, what I know about arthritis is that these areas are what we call hyperinflammatory, meaning that it doesn't take a lot to make them mad because of the arthritic growth. So when we see degenerative arthritis in that area, we will alter our technique. Again, why do we take x-rays? We look for degenerative arthritis. If we see degenerative arthritis, we can alter our technique to make sure the adjustment for you is not only more comfortable, but also essentially more effective, because if you're coming in for lower back pain and we were to see inflammation in your lower back and we were to go in there and do an aggressive adjustment as if you didn't have arthritis, and we did that adjustment and you do have arthritis, your lower back pain's not going to feel better. Your lower back pain's going to get more excited. And then you came in, maybe your pain was a 6 out of 10, and now you're an 8 out of 10 because the arthritis was unknown to us. This is why we take the x-rays. Another reason we take the x-rays is it helps us give us a better clue what's going to take to help get you better. It helps us determine what areas need to be adjusted more, what areas need to be adjusted less. Often we find that the area that hurts the most maybe isn't the spot that's the most misaligned. Maybe it's a spot that's just feeling the torque and the pulling from the misalignment above it. And so if we only focus on where it hurt, we might not get the results that we want to get, and you might not get you better as fast as we want to get you. Also, when we look at your spine, we can come up with different techniques on how to adjust your spine would be better for you. When we went through chiropractic school over here at Palmer College of Chiropractic, we learned several different ways how to adjust different parts of your spine based on what your spine presents. Without the x-rays, it's really challenging for us to know exactly which chiropractic methods we should use and what techniques we should use. So, why does a chiropractor x-ray your spine when you come in? Number one is safety. Number two is gives us a better idea of which chiropractic technique we should use. Should we use this technique or that technique based on degeneration, arthritis? Next thing we look at is your posture on your x-rays. Your x-rays do show us your posture. So if we know your posture, we can give you a better estimate of the kind of care you're going to need. Because if you have really good posture with a little misalignment, the frequency of care is much lower than if you have bad posture and the same misalignment, because the posture being bad works against this. And when we take our x-rays as a chiropractic clinic, you're always standing up, so we can evaluate your posture also. So now we have the health of your spine, the posture of your spine, whether or not you have arthritis, and whether or not it's safe for you to get chiropractic care. And then the very last reason we take your x-rays, as far as the overall main importance of why we take the x-rays, is it helps us determine our technique when we adjust you. Should I use clockwise torque, counterclockwise torque? Should I grab this spot in the vertebrae or this spot in the vertebrae based on how you rotate and change? So it helps me also not only determine how much care you need, but also the best way to give you care based on your x-rays. And although exams are helpful and exams help us out, they'll never give us the same knowledge as an x-ray will. We often meet chiropractic patients that come to us from other clinics that don't x-ray, and they often complain about they never quite get the relief and the results that they hope for. And so by having the x-rays, we'll change the way we adjust them, and they'll say, oh, that was very different, and then they start getting results. So myself, I would never go to a chiropractor that doesn't take x-rays. I would never go to an orthopedic surgeon who does an x-ray. I would never go to a dentist who does an x-ray. I would never go have a surgery or see a general practitioner who doesn't use imaging. It's one of our best tools we have, not only in chiropractic, but all healthcare. Often we have to refer people to the orthopedic surgeon because they have aches or pains. They don't even get to see the orthopedic surgeon before they have an x-ray. So to come to a chiropractic clinic and be surprised they're taking your x-ray, I'm not sure where that comes from, because it's just standard healthcare, not chiropractic care, just standard healthcare. Just about anywhere you go, imaging will be a major part of your healthcare determination. And as we create new and exciting tools and diagnostic equipment, I look forward to using those too. Because in chiropractic, we try to use the science to give you the best answers and the best solutions. So I hope I answered your question on why we take your x-rays. One, we don't want to hurt you. Number two, we want to get you better as fast as we can. Number three, we want to come up with the best care plan and the best way to take care of you. And lastly, we like to evaluate your posture so we can maybe introduce some posture stuff along the way to make your spine heal better. But more importantly, make sure that you can hold your adjustment and go longer without having to see us based on what we found in your x-rays and your examination. So again, I'm Dr. Brent Hulsebus. This is another edition of Ask the Chiropractor. If you have a question about chiropractic, feel free to leave a message below. Visit us at our website at rockforddc.com, rockforddc.com. Leave us a message there, and maybe next time you watch this, we'll be answering your question. Other than that, stay healthy, stay strong. Remember, if you have a question about chiropractic, there's no better person to ask than a chiropractor. Thank you very much.